Hello and welcome. These are horse racing selections for Tuesday, the 29th of July, Galway Festival Day 2, Glorious Goodwood or Qatar Racing, whatever that we're calling it now, festival. We'll just go Goodwood Festival Day 1. That's what we've got. All right. We started quiet. We're now into the first of the 5 days of busier. But we're not getting crazy, we're not getting carried away. So we'll do the review shortly of the first day, which went well. And then day 2, I'm playing 6 horses. That is all. Like on paper, it's quite a good looking day. Playing 6, 3 Goodwood, 3 Galway, 2 are in one race, the other 4 are in different races. So I've done it as 2 different variations of Yankees. So £14, 1-4 is the outlay. So there are other things that I looked at that were borderline, and I was like, I could chunk out a whole bunch of other sort of multiple bets and stuff, but no, keeping it disciplined. We're just going to stick with the 6 that hit the criteria, and we'll leave all the marginal stuff out. And then fingers crossed, the marginal stuff isn't the stuff that does better than the other stuff. So that's where we're at. So start of the week, we played 2 at Galway. Both went off shorter, both framed. So Metamorpheus, Anna McGuinness, really good ride, stuck on there. That some jockeys in the same position would not have carried on to get that 5th place. So she got 5th place, which was great. As said, it went off shorter. Monker was well backed in, drifted a little bit before the off, but ran a cracking race to come second. So really nice return for the channel. So on channel prices, it worked out for £48 off the 350. So, you know, in terms of percentage profit, it was a lovely bet. And we needed to get something on the board. So yeah, we are starting the week 43.50 to the good. I think that puts us actually minus still 590 for the month, and obviously behind for the year. But yeah, a positive result to start the week. So we are on the right way. The challenge is we've got 6 more days. Can we stay ahead of the bookies, or will we flip the other side? We'll see. We'll stay ahead after day 2, certainly, because I'm putting down 14 quid. So here's what we're doing. Well, I'm doing. 120 Goodwood, that's the race I got 2 in. So you've got Take Heart, won the race last year. I can't see anything other than it's been targeted again at the race. Similar draw, similar conditions. It looks to me like the only interesting point about it is David Manoussier is now training it, taking over from Johnny Murta. Not sure what I think about that, to be honest, but I mean he doesn't train a million miles away from Goodwood, so maybe there's a bit of geography stuff going on there. Don't know. But yeah, Take Heart 14 is one of the 2 horses in that race. Then going to the Goodwood Cup. For my money, for my money, for not for channel money. Scandinavia to me is definitely looks to me the pick over Illinois based on the fact it's in receipt of £14 weight allowance. So, you know, if you said to me, do I think it's going to win the Goodwood Cup, then I'd say Scandinavia. But on jockey bookings, you'd say Illinois. I'm not playing either of those horses, but I do on paper. Scandinavia to me looks like it. You know, if Ryan Moore was riding Scandinavia, I think it would be a super short favourite. But he's not, so it's not. So let's see. So then arguably you're saying best of the rest, but I don't think Dubai Future is actually that far behind Illinois on 2 miles on decent enough ground. So over on the 2 mile 4 trip at Ascot, then there were 7 lengths between them. And it's about £1 difference in weight for adjustments and whatever, but yeah, I'd expect that to go closer. And I know people look at Dubai Future and think it's a 9-year-old, but there's not a lot of stuff in behind those front 2 in terms of the rest of the market. And I think it's actually quite a tight race. And on prices, I played Dubai Future. Interesting jockey booking, not in a positive way. Christophe Soumillon is riding. And I checked this back, and true fact, Christophe Soumillon has ridden it on 10 UK racecourses. Goodwood is the only one of those 10. He's never had a winner. He's only ever run 6 times, and this week he's got about 8 rides booked. So he's clearly coming over to Goodwood to try and get a winner on the board, so he can say that he's had a winner at every UK racetrack. I know Christoph, I know his motivations. That's what he's up to. So anyway, I think it's worth playing. There's an outside chance, I think, that this horse could come out front, but realistically, I'm saying I think this is a decent each way bet for 3rd place. Then we're going into Galway. We've got both these two in both bets. So 6:40 Galway. It's quite a competitive race. There was a few I was interested in, but from a price point of view, Monastery Boyce was definitely the one. Noel Mead's got in recent times got quite a nice record at Galway, and this horse has been highly tried, I would say. And unlike usually where they're putting like a Colin Keane or a Dylan Brown McMonagle on it, Robert Weirty's on, so he gets a few pounds off it. But I just think the market's got the price a bit wrong. So whether or not it's good enough on the day, because it's been a bit out of form, it definitely needs to bounce back. But it's got some decent course form at Galway, and I had the horse more like a 16s type of horse. So 12 point value, and it's a point value is quite big, but still a 16 to 1 shot is no gimme, is it? So that's in, and then the final leg, slight lean of the horses, I would say, slight lean. 8:20 Galway Speckled Meadow. Wayne Hassett on this one. He's got an OK record at Galway. He's won 3 times the last couple of years. This horse looks like it's a target one, and I talked about it in the video yesterday. And what in these types of races, the handicap ones particularly, I'm looking at horses I think are targeted. And so Speckled Meadow, not got the best recent form, but I would not be I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest. I'd indeed be delighted if I am proved correct and Speckled Meadow puts a much better performance in. So the bet is a 15p, because there's 2 of them with similar horses, 15p each way Yankee, a 35p each way double on the 2 Goodwood horses, so Take Heart and Do My Future, an extra double on those 2, and then 50p each way singles on all 4, £8. Sky are the best bookmaker. I didn't even bother writing it in because there are a couple of extra places on some of these, but that's it. And then turn the page. Bet 2. So starts with the 120 Goodwood, same race, going Ancient Rome, backed it at Royal Ascot unsuccessfully. Kind of came on a bit late, was okay there. Connections, Mrs. Fritty Hay likes to run horses at Goodwood. Prolific winner at Goodwood for the ownership. Jamie Spencer's riding it, very similar to sort of how it goes at Ascot, really. Like, a bit of a hold-up merchant. So if there's traffic, we could have a problem. But I wanted to split the bet between the 2 of them. This won the same race 2 years ago. On paper, in recent times, you'd say it likes faster ground, but I think good ground is perfectly fine, and when it won 2 years ago, that was on good soft ground allegedly. So, I think I didn't get this right last time. Let's see if we've got an even better performance for this one. And then the other horse I've not mentioned yet is the 5:05 of Galway, 8-runner novice hurdle, Emily Love. It's a bit like the Aidan O'Brien one for the Goodwood Cup. On paper, this is second string because Sam Ewing's riding this and Jack Kennedy's on a different horse, but it's definitely got the best form in the race. The only niggle is that form is over a slightly further distance. So going on a flat 2 miles, whether that's going to get the best of it, don't know. But it's really progressive form figures, the best form in the race, and it's versatile ground-wise. So to me, other than the fact that it's second string Elliott horse, and Elliott's not in amazing form, normally does okay at Goodwood, but not in amazing form. That's the only reason I can see from the price, but it should be way shorter than that. And if Jack Kennedy was riding it, then I think you'd have that horse vying for favouritism. So Emily Love in 12s, and then the 6:40 Galway Monastery Boyce and the 8:20 Galway Speckled Meadow, as previously mentioned. So another 15p each way Yankee. This double, we've got an extra 35p each way double on here again. This is Emily Love going on to Speckled Meadow. So we've got quite a bit rolling onto Speckled Meadow. So if we can get some other stuff going with the other 5 horses, we'll see if we've got anything running onto that by the time we get to 8:19. And then 50p each way singles, Ancient Rome and Emily Love. And same again, Sky would be the better bookmaker for extra places. Everyone else pretty much for muchness. £6. Alright, that's it. Wednesday outlook, probably less keen on Goodwood on Wednesday. It's not a great day, I don't think, for my sort of stuff at Goodwood on Wednesday. So I'm expecting Galway focus on Wednesday. Alright, that is me. Let's see how we get on for day 2 of this week. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.